Hello, Virgo. Thank you for tuning into your general read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Lema Tarot. Actually, there's the box. Lema. It's by Renata Lechner. Oh, vocabulary is already starting. Great. Magical Spell Cards by Lucy Cavendish for the supportive cards. Good. In case you're wondering, Lema is Latin? I think that's how you say it in Latin. Moving on. I don't think it's that big a deal. I'm sure if you have questions about it, you can find it. Somebody sent me the link. Anything else? No. All right. Like, I see this going really well. Where it ends up going well. But what's going on here to start? Like, all right, so it feels like it's a rough beginning. And I feel like it's undeniably rough. So you got the Death card here. And oddly enough, very rarely does it come through to me like the specter of actual death. Because I'm getting you're dealing with some type of death. It feels like actual death. Like somebody passed away death. Granted, you have to take this situation for... It's a general read. To be fair, if that's the case, this has already happened. Already happened. Because I'm very sensitive to people like wondering if something's going to happen. This is if you're coming to this reading and this is hitting, this is already the situation. And yes, because it's a general reading, it could be the ending of one situation, a cycle, something like that. It could. But I'm feeling for the people this is really going to hit for, it's going to be like a physical something. It couldn't even be a pet because I'm a pet lover. And when a pet passes away, that's extremely emotional. So I'm going to say that can be, if you're that type of person, you get very attached to an animal. And it doesn't matter what type of animal, and it doesn't matter what somebody else thinks. It matters what you feel and what you think. So this isn't about how somebody from the outside would see it. This is how you would see it. Okay. All right. Now, from that, are we good? Okay. See, this is bittersweet. Now that's in the past. You're starting to move on from it, is what I'm getting. The Seven of Swords is with the victory is telling me you're having... I feel like you're moving on, and you're starting to really see the light, or like feeling... You're starting to feel better, let's put it that way. From whatever it is, you're starting to feel better, but that Seven of Swords makes me feel like you're looking back, and you're just kind of like... You're having almost like this weird, like, guilt feeling about moving on. Especially with Virgo, stereotypically, of course, things take a while. Which, with Earth, because Virgo's an Earth sign, with Earth, the blessing and the curse is that when things are happening, they happen for a while. Something significant goes on for a while, be it good or bad. So sometimes it's a great thing, other times it's just not. It's the gift, and it's the blessing and the curse of the whole Earth feeling, in my opinion. But I'm getting, as you're moving on, you really are starting to feel better. You're feeling that it's passing, that the sadness is passing. But there is a slight twinge of guilt with that, because you're kind of like, it's almost like you're leaving it behind, and you feel a little, just slightly guilty about it. Really. They're like, yeah, okay. So whatever it is, you're feeling like that, you're moving on from it. To you, and I feel like you might be going through this on your own. Because it's been taking you a while, and you don't really... I don't feel you pulling somebody else into it. I just feel like it's you sorting through your own emotions. And I'm getting this Eight of Swords on your side where you don't have to be private about it. You don't have to keep it just to yourself. You could talk to people about it, and there are people who would sympathize and understand and be there for you. But I feel like you've decided that you don't want to do that. And I'm getting on the other side, like, people definitely know that you're finishing off, or that they definitely know that this was significant to you. Um, Now, whether it's obvious, like a person passed away, or it's not obvious and it was either somebody who people didn't realize how close you were to that person, or it's an animal and other people maybe don't understand how connected you were and how much your pet meant to you, even if it's a goldfish, because some people, I have to say, some people get very attached to even goldfish, which I don't think is a bad thing, but I understand like they get attached and other people seem to be completely confused why they would get upset when a goldfish passes away. But that the whole point here is like it's what it feels like to you. And I'm saying that somebody around you definitely understands that you're going through this. Definitely would be there for you, but is holding back because I feel like the reason this energy isn't coming towards you to try to help you or try to figure out or help you talk about it is because I feel like they're in that little quasi moment, like they don't want to make you feel worse, and they're afraid like pulling it forward or bringing the subject forward could just make you feel worse. If you want to talk about it, they're there for you, definitely. But they don't want to push it forward because they're afraid that they're just going to make you feel worse, and they don't want to do that. Because, see, this is interesting. You are communicating with people. Is it about this? But it's not about this subject. But you're communicating about going forward. No, is it about the subject? So wait a minute. Whoa. You're not communicating about the sad feelings that you're starting to move on from, because you're not completely past it. But the victory is telling me that you're starting to let go, and you're seeing it getting better. You're feeling like you can breathe easily. You're feeling better. You're not done, but you're feeling better. And so the King of Swords, and I'm getting this supportive energy is connected with this. You're not talking about the sadness you're feeling or the guilt. You're not talking about that. Okay, but I think I was wrong when I said the subject isn't being talked about, because the subject is kind of there, but I feel like you're talking about where you're going towards. So whatever, like, I'm feeling that pet thing again. So for somebody, it's definitely a pet. You're talking about getting another pet, or you're talking about going to see some pets or something that is in that realm. For others of you, like if it's a parent, like a father or somebody like that passed away, you're talking about what was left behind and what you're going to do with that, and you're talking about the positive. You got there's good energy you're pulling in. You're moving it in a good way. You don't want to talk about the sadness, because I feel like one of the big reasons you don't want to talk about the sadness is because it's gone on for long enough, and you're just kind of like, I don't want to keep doing that, because I feel like the longer I do that, the longer it lasts. So I'm moving on, and I'm moving in a positive direction, not to deny my feelings, but to get them to elevate, to feel better, to breathe easier. Okay. So I hope this makes sense. You're talking about the subject, yes, but not the sad part, the happy part. I think that makes sense. I'm not going to drive that crazy, if I haven't already. Now, the other side, the supportive energy around you, has the Six of Wands. They're really happy for you. They're extremely supportive. Extremely supportive. Whatever you want to do, they're in. They're in. They'll help you. They want you to have this. They know that this has been hard for you. And again, they're not pushing this subject forward because they don't want to make you feel bad, but anything you bring forward, anything you want to do, like I feel like they want to do something for you. They want to make your life easier. They want to help you. They want to show that support. So if you want to do something like this, whatever you want to do, they're right there. Right there. Whatever you need, I'll make it work. I feel like that energy is here. Now, on your side, I'm getting you're going through with whatever it is, whatever this positive energy is you're pulling in, whether it's like another pet, what you're going to do with whatever was left behind, talking about something, because it feels like you're doing something, you're physically doing something, because I'm getting you're active with it, you've talked about it. I feel like people are helping you, bringing things to you, when you're just kind of like the Page of Wands, in the sense of like you're just kind of going along with what's presented to you. Whatever looks good, you're just going along with it, and you're trusting it's going to work out. And I get the trust card is kind of a double thing. Not only you're trusting it, but they're saying go ahead and trust it. Go with it. Enjoy it. Is that right? Trust it. Go with it. Trust the support you got around you to help you out. I feel like that's what this is saying. Because they know. Somebody around you knows. At least one, if not more. That you've been having a hard time with this. You've been trying to keep it to yourself to an extent, I'm seeing anyway. So you might not realize that some people really know that you've been hurting for a while and you're just kind of coming out of it. They want to help you come out of it. They really, really do. It's extremely important to them. And I'm getting, like, they're presenting you things. You're just kind of going with it, with the flow. Whatever looks best, you're kind of like, it's an easy choice. Like, it's almost like 3 things are laid out in front of you. You're just like, I like that one. And it just seems to go easily. Like, people are just supporting it, helping move it forward. It's not really taking much effort to move forward. That's what I'm getting. They're saying trust this energy around you because they definitely have your best interest at heart. And I don't really feel like I don't really see you questioning like their intention, but I feel like you're more wondering like if it's a good idea to keep going along like this. But I'm getting it is. I don't feel like it's about this person's intention or people. I don't feel like you're questioning that. I feel like it's just the situation and where the situation is leading. Is this a good time? Is this too soon? They're saying trust that this is on track. Trust that it's good. Just keep going with it. Okay. This outcome here, the outcome I'm seeing is really good. But, what am I'm seeing like you're taking, like, alright, so let me just show you the cards and go through them, because none of it's bad, but I feel like there's a moment here where you're kind of like, I don't know, you're just kind of like, almost not deer in the headlights, what do I want to say? You're just kind of having this moment where you're realizing you're starting in a whole new situation. You're going forward, you're making something happen, and it just kind of like, it happened, I don't want to say it happened too fast, but like you got to the end result quicker than you expected to. Like the decision was made, something was made here, something happened. Because you got the 3 of Cups as your support, the passion, you're very excited and happy about something. You got the support, you got the excitement, you're excited, they're excited, everybody's excited. And then I get the 7 of Wands where you're trying to, the 7 of Wands here is like, that's up towards you, like you're trying to keep yourself together and not run it. You're trying not to get caught up in it, you're trying not to get carried away. So you're trying to, like, how do I put this? You're going along with the situation. Things are going very well. But I feel like there's a lot of passion. Like, the word passion is here, but what am I saying here? It's just you don't want to get carried away. You're just kind of like, you're afraid it's going to get out of control. Like, you're just trying to keep some control in the situation. It's a good ending. It really is. I'm just trying, like, what are we trying to say with that 7? Let's just do the 7 by itself. You're trying to make sure things are stable and that things are reliable and actually will work out. Okay, so the 7 by itself is saying you're trying to take more of a grounded, stable approach to, like, everything feels great. Everybody's supportive. You want this to happen. Everybody wants this to happen. There's green lights all over the frickin' place. But you're like, all right, yeah. There's green lights everywhere, but I'm not running through all these green lights. That's just crazy. It's just like, I need to slow down and soak in what's around me. Just slow down. I'm getting that's what it is. Just slow down. We need to slow down so I can absorb what's around me. Because I'm going forward, and I got to make sure, like, everything is stable. Everything is where it should be. Everything's secure. Like, I'm not into the rushing. Yes, I think we're going to go through all these green lights, but I'm not running through them all. I'm going to take my time. And you know what? If I end up walking through 1 or 2 and I get a red light, it'll turn green again. I know it will. So I'm okay with, like, if I end up with little roadblocks here and there because they're temporary. I'd rather go slow and be sure than just run through quickly because I can and get everything I want, but then be like, well, this is what I got. Now what am I going to do? So I feel like it's just like, all right, yes, everything's good, but I need some stability here. Even though it could work out, it might be fine anyway. I still need. I need to slow up. I need to absorb what's happening. It's going too fast. I'm very excited. Everybody is excited. Yes, I do want this. Yes, but I need it to come in slowly. I need to get used to it. I need it to be grounded. I need it to be calm. I need it to be calm. Because I feel like that energy is coming through. Like you have to like get a hold of those reins. You have to like grab it, and you're like, listen, listen, we're slowing up. Like I'm not into this running crap. Knock it off. Slow down. We're slowing down. And you're just like, we're slowing down, y'all. We're slowing down. It's intense. Because I feel like you're the one that has to like get a hold of the reins and like, yes, this is all good. Yes, thank you for support. I do want this too, and I do feel I'm going to go forward with this. But I'm slowing down, I'm going to absorb what's around me, and I'm going to go slowly. I'm not into the running. I'm not into the running ahead. I'm not into that. No, I have to go slow. And I'm getting like the environment seems to really appreciate that you're taking those reins and you're slowing it down. Because I feel like people are seeing like the normal you, the you they're used to. They're like, this is what you would normally be like. And they're feeling a lot better about this because they don't feel like you're stopping the show. You're just slowing it down and absorbing it the way you normally would. And it looks like you've really, like things are going really well for you. And I feel like this is bringing confidence up for the people around you because like this is what they're used to when it comes to you. They're not seeing anything, they're not seeing you held down or sad. They're seeing you living life the way you normally live life. And it feels good, it feels healthy. Did we get there? The last thing I just want to pop in here, because you got that trust card on your side above this part here at the end too, it kind of splurs in there. Trust with how you feel. And I feel like the only thing that you might have to look out for is not wanting to disappoint others because people are helping you and they want you to have something because they know you want it. If it's not ready, well, if it's not right for you and you're not ready to go as far forward as they want you to, because I feel like you are moving forward, you definitely have to go forward at your pace. It's important. And if you're not ready to go forward as fast as they are kind of going, if they're going a lot faster than you really enjoy, trust that you wanting to slow down is the right thing to do, so slow it down. Slow it down. If you want to slow it down, slow it down. If you want to change direction a little bit, then you change that direction. Whatever's right for you, like trust how you're feeling. Trust your inner gut. If you feel like it's just a little off and you want to go slower or you want to change direction a little bit, then do that. Because I'm getting the momentum is there either way. You're going to move forward either way. The tempo and direction, if you just adjust that as you see necessary, trust your gut. Don't go along with something just because you don't want to disappoint somebody. I think that's the big piece here. And that was the last piece. And we're good? Good. Anything else? Alright, I'm going to wrap that up there. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.